We did another series on the Prestige label, 25 monos and 25 stereos. Now, most of those are unavailable right now, but I still think we have a few of the Jimmy Witherspoon Evening Blues. This has got T-Bone Walker on it, and it is unbelievable. The couple of the key tracks is Grab Me a Freight and Evening, and they will just blow you away. I mean, it's just, the sound quality is great. And T-Bone Walker isn't on many other people's records. And so this is a great Prestige, sounds great. Jimmy Witherspoon's great. Sonic quality is unbelievable. And I think we have a few left. Anyway, these are on tip-on jacket, Stoughton printing, flat profile 200 gram with flat edge, flat profile, deep groove pressing. 33. Mastered by Kevin Gray off the original master tape. Same with this one. It's from the stereo series that we've done on Prestige. This is Willie's Blues, Willie Dixon and Memphis Slim. All sounds great, in the same class as folk singer. A couple of the songs every song is demo quality, blow you away, but Nervous and I Got a Razor are two that just, unbelievable sound. I think we're out of these. We're hoping to repress, but it's such a good album. You got to get it. Stoughton printing, Kevin Gray mastering. Now this is my absolute favorite, maybe not even just blues album, but maybe all albums. It's Lightning Hopkins, Going Away. It was done by Rudy Van Gelder, probably in the early 60s. He is in the room with you. It is every bit as good as Muddy Waters Folk Singer. It's like I said, it's probably, sometimes I get interviewed and they ask me, well, what's your favorite record? That's like a question I get asked a lot. And I always get stumped and I can't think of, I'm like, well, there's just so many. But after the interviews, I'll be like, okay, what is it? I'd have to say it's this. Lightning Hopkins, Going Away. We trying to reorder it. Hopefully they'll let us repress. I'm not sure, but it's such a good album. We also did it at 45 on the top 100 fantasy reissues. Lightning Hopkins, Going Away. This was mastered by Kevin Gray off of the original analog tape. It was pressed at QRP, our pressing plant. Flat profile, 200 gram, deep groove. Can't recommend this high enough. Another Lightning Hopkins. This one's good. Same series. Here's from our top 100 fantasy 45 reissues. This Sonny Terry, Sonny is King. It's got Lightning Hopkins on side A and Brownie McGee on side B. Lightning Hopkins and Brownie McGee. It's got one of my favorite songs, One Monkey Don't Stop No Show, and Digging My Potatoes. And then she done changed the lock on the door. Hopefully nobody lived that song, but I'm sure a lot of blues guys did. That's why the blues are so good. He does that Calling My Mama where he plays the harmonica like he's calling his mama. Sonic quality is just off the chart musically. Rudy Van Gelder did recorded side A, and Fred Miles recorded side B. Highly recommended 45. Here's another one on the top 100 list. Shaky Jake, Mouth Heart Blues. It's got Jimmy Lee Robinson, the guy I was talking about earlier. This was recorded by Rudy Van Gelder. There's Jake's Cha Cha that Jimmy Lee just does some incredible solo guitar. Takes some good solos. Shaky Jake's a harmonica player. Rudy Van Gelder recording. 45 RPM. Great album. Continuing talking about Jimmy Lee. Again, I was telling you about how Jimmy Lee, when Freddie King made it to Chicago in 1950, 51, something like that, they joined a band, Jimmy Lee Robinson and Freddie King, the Every Hour Blues Boys. Freddie King did 3 great albums on Shelter. All 3 are good. If you had to pick one, this might be it. Got Reconsider Baby. On it, I'd Rather Be Blind. And Leon Russell on piano. Just a classic. Sonically, this isn't like a demo disc. You know, musically, this is just as strong as the others. Sonically, it's more like a pop record. I mean, this is the best version you're going to get. And it sounds good. It sounds great. But it's not like pure acoustic like a lot of the other records I'm recommending. But musically and sonically, you can't go wrong. It's just, you know, it's not the acoustics sounding like folk singer or Lightning Hopkins going away, but it's really good. Freddie King. Son House was a contemporary of Robert Johnson. I mean, he's as real and as spooky as you can get. I mean, you got Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Son House, Lightning Hopkins, John Lee Hooker, B.B. King. You're talking about the tops. I'm sure there's a few other names, but those, in my opinion, are the tops. Son House does Death Letter. Many people covered it. John the Revelator, where he's just clapping his hands. You know, just a great, great album. So glad they got to record him in stereo before he died, and such a good recording. Another one in the folk singer category, the Lightning Hopkins Going Away, sonically, musically. We did it at 33 and 45. Highly recommended. This is another 2 great, 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 spooky good blues artists, Johnny Shines and Snooky Pryor. In 1998, our first blues concert in our church, we had Snooky Pryor. Funny, nice guy, awesome musician, and two real old school original blues guys that just sound fantastic. I think this was pressed at RTI, and I think it was mastered by Kevin Gray. Yeah, Kevin Gray at Acoustic. I remember I suggested that Blind Pig use Kevin and RTI, and they did. They listened to me, and so it can't get any better. This record can't get any better. It's great. Acoustic, real, the real deal. Now, this record was on Audio Quest, Doug MacLeod. If you ever get a chance to see Doug, he's still playing live. He's one of the nicest blues guys. It's a tie. To me, Joe Beard and Doug MacLeod, it's a tie. They're going to have a fight to see who's the nicest blues guy. And the nice guy is going to win. You know, it's just, they are so sincere. Anyway, I love Doug. I love his music. I love his stories. If you ever get a chance to listen to him play, he talks between the songs. We've had him MC a lot of concerts, and he knows the blues so well, and he's so comfortable talking that he's like the best MC you're ever gonna have. But there's Charlie Musselwhite on this record, and we did this as a 45 cut by Kevin Gray. Unbelievable quality, unbelievable must-have record. We did it as a tip-on gatefold from Stoughton. It was originally on Audio Quest, and we remastered this, Kevin Gray, 45 RPM. Mighty Sam McLean, a Louisiana guy. Blues, but more in the soul R&B style. This is unbelievable. unbelievable. He does a song, every song on it will knock you out, but there's a song called Too Proud, demo disc, unbelievably. Mighty Sam, we had him play at our church before he died. Very interesting guy, great singer. It's a great story. I want to thank Joe Harley for recording both of these two guys and introducing them to me. I'll never forget the moment Joe Harley, he had just made a test pressing of this, and he brought it to a Hi-Fi show, and Chad, man, come, you got to stop everything you're doing and come listen to this record. You got to listen to this record. I'm like, well, Joe, man, he said, no, trust me. So, man, I closed my mouth and opened my ears, man. And I mean, he played me Too Proud, and I just like, Joe, you did something, man. You did something. And so glad. Mighty Sam McLean on 45, pressed at QRP on our label. Still got stock of both of these. Here's Doug McLeod again. He's on Reference Recordings. People at Reference know about Doug. It's a great recording. Doug McLeod. Highly, highly recommend. Cut at 45 RPM, pressed at QRP. And here's one some people know, last but not least, 25 awesome blues records. Last but not least is Ted Hawkins, the next 100 years. This guy was playing on Venice Beach for tips, and he died way too young. I don't think he was that old. I don't think it was much after this record. This is something that some people don't know about. He's kind of got an R&B, a raw R&B blues voice. It's a little folky blues, raw, a little R&B, but it's basically acoustic. It's very sparse recording. This is a record everybody should know. It's very, very good. So that was 25 of my favorite blues records. I got one more, Big Daddy, to add to that as a bonus. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Hurricane. This is his complete catalog of studio recordings. Texas Flood, Couldn't Stand the Weather, Soul to Soul, The Sky is Crying, Family Style, all killer albums. Couldn't Stand the Weather, there's some demo cuts on that. Tin Pan Alley will just blow you away. We did it at 45 and 33. Here's the Couldn't Stand the Weather. And here's the booklet. Pressed at QRP. So it starts out, the picture of, this was when he was very young. And this is a bronze statue of him in Austin by the river. And Stevie Ray was great. We've hired his rhythm section, Double Trouble, on a few records, and those guys are great. Friends with Chris Layton. He helped me through this box set, working on the box set, and he plays drums with Kenny Wayne Shepherd now. Anyway, if you don't have it, get it. We have them broken out as 45s. And on some of them we did as 33s, and we have a box set 33 and 45 of we called it Texas Hurricane. That was what Chris Layton, the drummer of Double Trouble, suggested I call it, and it's a great title. So thank you, and I really appreciate the support. We reinvest every dollar. When you buy an album, we're trying to improve our presses or improve record making. And we appreciate the support. because we have many more great albums that we plan on doing. Thank you.